Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. Let's start off by quickly looking at what we expected last week and what actually happened. So pretty much last week we were around this area here, and there was two scenarios. Either we fall down straight from here, either we fake out and then fall down, or either we just continue straight up. And you can see we did the second scenario, which was price pushed up above this high here, and then basically reversed down and continued its move to the downside, which then almost created a double bottom here. Obviously not the cleanest double bottom, so you can't expect it to come and collect that liquidity yet, but it definitely just retested 1690 to then push up from there and then start creating bullish structure. So towards the end of last week, we did have Jerome Powell's speech, which before the speech was released or before the speech was started, you can see that price ended up coming to the previous high, spiking, and then fell all the way back down just to retest this order block, which was then used as support to then push price back up, which then took out the high again. And now from this level on a smaller time frame, the reason why I got equal highs there is if you go down to the 15-minute, you can see we have a lot of wicks just sitting here without any spikes above. So there's a lot of stop losses just sitting here, which are waiting after price dropped, right? This price then dropped back to this order block, okay, which is where we end up taking our buy trade towards, I think it was on Friday at the end, right at the end of last week. And this is currently running in about 50 pips profit. And we're sort of expecting price to continue its push up, either come back to this level and then push back down, or let me move over so it's easier to see. Get rid of these. Yeah, here, either a push up towards this level here where we had that breakout to then continue maybe a reversal of some sort, but I'm still expecting these equal highs to get taken out at some point, which is above 1730, because again, that key level was not touched, was it? No, it was not. Let me double check this here for a sec. Move all these drawings. No, so we still have that whole 1630 area still sitting there. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, yes, what we're also doing is we're also following this sort of wedge pattern here. Okay, pretty much if we are looking to break 1680 or even sort of penetrate through this level, I'm sure what we're doing here is just collecting as much orders and waiting for perhaps a news event to help us push down to that area. The news event that we have next week is the main one would be, actually, no, it's here. The CPI, which is the core inflation rate. So that could give us a lot of volatility to either decide which way we will be heading. I am still holding the previous CPI trade, which was from back in, let me move that out the way, 10th of August. So still holding this trade. Price then has dropped. It's still showing bearish signs. So maybe we might end up pushing back up towards 1750 to then get another impulse towards the downside. So still waiting to see more confirmations, but for the shorter time frame, I'm looking for bullish opportunities here. The reason being is that we are currently making higher highs and higher highs and higher lows. That's the one. I always get confused on that. So you want to see exactly what happens on Monday open. Tuesday, you want to see price. If price continues its push up on the start of next week, then you could expect it to come up to 1730. And then you want to see exactly what happens. Either it continues its impulse straight towards that 1750 area, which is this area here on the left, right here. This whole area has not been filled. There's a lot of imbalance in here. And this was right when we had that Jerome Powell speech as well, where price basically just pushed straight down. We had the retest, but it wasn't a full retest for me. I missed this position, and then price continued its push down. So pretty much key levels 1750. Towards the other scenario, if price basically pushes down on Monday, what you want to see is you would like to see this low get broken. Okay, and if that low gets broken, then you want to wait for retests for price to continue its push back down to this support level here at 1690. And this will basically break structure, and then you should end up getting either some sort of retracement to continue its way down if the bearish moves want to continue. So pretty much that's my opinion for next week. Again, I am in a buy trade, so I want the buy trade to play out. It was a bit funny from this drop here, but price ended up holding based off this previous level here off the left. If you guys want to sort of pick some stuff up, we use this order block here. Price then retraced, tapped into this area. The stop loss was just 30-40 pips within the zone, because it was the end of the day. I don't want to hold the trade that long, and I don't want price to just keep falling. And we also had this trend line as well to use, and price bounced straight off that. So yeah, I'm expecting bullish move above 1730 to start the week and see what reaction we can get off CPI. It's very hard to call this forecast because I want to see the major news event is on Tuesday. I've been Forex Factory. Okay, calendar. Pretty much, yeah. On Tuesday, we have CPI. So after Tuesday, you want to see exactly what we do, where we are at. That will be our decider for the rest of the week, because everyone's going to be getting their positions in. If you're around about 1750, you want to see if you can get a sell trade from here to push price back down with CPI. Okay, so that's my sort of outlook for next week. Hope you guys have had a great weekend and trade safe. It's Elite Empire FX. Peace out.